was 29 years ago that I started on Midsomer. I know,
That's
it's ridiculous.
incredible.
I know, 20. Well, it's actually 30 years for me because we filmed it 30 years ago, but it came out 29 years ago. When I went up for the part, they said it was a one-off drama, and that was it. So I went in thinking it was going to be a one-off drama. It was with John Nettles, who'd been Bergerac, and we used to call my uncle Norman Bergerac because he looked like John. Yeah, so it was amazing, and little did I know that 30 years later, the television series would be as big as ever, and it's not just here; it's worldwide. It's loved. I think it sells to about 240 countries worldwide. So it's just so well loved, which is amazing. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We love a good detective show. And I
We do.
think you've just kind of nailed it with what Midsomer Murders gives. I am loving the fact, though, that in the stage version, we get you. I mean, that's amazing. But you've been promoted, Daniel,
I
because
have.
you started off as a sidekick, Gavin. Now you're the head honcho. You're the Inspector Tom.
Yeah, exactly. So I've gone from Troy to Barnaby. It's amazing. I mean, John was a little bit older, but a couple of years older than me when he played the part. So I'm the right age, and yeah, it's amazing. I never thought it would come back into my orbit, actually, to be perfectly honest. But then, pardon me, the director Guy Unsworth, who adapted the play, I'd worked with him a couple of times before. So he rang me up and said, he's a mate of mine. And I said, he said, can we just have a chat? Because I've been asked to adapt Midsomer for the stage. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So we chatted all about the world, like we are now, just chatting about what makes it special and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, about 2 weeks later, he said to me, look, even if you didn't have your history with the show, I'd want you to be in it. I'd love you to play Barnaby. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. He said, look, we're doing a table read, a couple of days table read. Just come and read it. And once I read him out loud, I mean, I did read a couple of Troy's lines from time to time as well, I had to say, just through force of habit. But it just felt right. It just felt lovely. And yeah, and here we are.
And like you say, though, isn't it weird seeing somebody else play your role next to you? It's almost like, oh, I didn't say it that way. Oh, I like what he's done there.
Yeah, no, I think do you know what? I had a lovely long chat with John in the summer about it, and we chatted about, well, we reminisced a lot about everything, and but also just about Barnaby, and he said lots of lovely things. He said just do it your own way, and that's important. And I said, when it's James Bradwell who's playing this, and he's brilliant. He's playing Troy, and he sent me a little DM as the younguns do. They sent me a DM on Instagram, and he said,
It's a wonder he didn't send you a TikTok, Daniel.
well, I haven't got TikTok, so it wouldn't. I don't know where it would have gone, but no, that's definitely not my realm. And he said, I feel a real sense of responsibility to you. But I said, listen, don't feel any responsibility to me. Just enjoy playing him your way, and enjoy playing him as much as I did, because he's an absolute gift of. So it's lovely, and and he's brilliant.
So, what are we going to get? What can you give away? Tell us the setup.
Well, I don't. There's much to give away because it is the original pilot episode. It's the Killings of Badger's Drift, so it is that very episode that I did back in 1997.
Well, you say
And
that, I forget things because
yeah,
when
but that's good
things
though.
are transferred to stage, you're like, I actually don't want to go and revisit them beforehand. And then you go, oh gosh,
Yeah,
yes, that's it.
no, don't revisit it yet. Revisit it afterwards because it'll give you a real sense of nostalgia. I think it's adapted from the novel, so it is faithful to the novel, and we have little nods to the television series as well. We've had so many. We've been on tour since last October, so we've had so many fans and people come in. It is the story of Emily Simpson is found dead. She's an 80-year-old woman. She's found dead at home. It seems like it's natural causes, but her best friend, Lucy Bellringer, is having none of it. And she comes to the police station. She says, listen, something's not right here. And then we delve into the murky depths of Midsomer. And everyone's a potential suspect. So it's great. It's brilliant. I think one of the lovely things about the theatre is the audience become that third detective. And you hear people saying, oh, and they're whispering and they're working things out as you go, and it's really lovely. And I think those the lovely thing about Midsomer as well is it is inherently theatrical. You know, when you watch it on screen, there's a certain theatricality about it. And we have, I will challenge you to work out how many actors we have in the cast, because people play lots of different roles. And lots of people have said when people came off with the curtain call, oh my, where's everyone else? So it's amazing for that as well.
I love that. We'll be watching that. We'll be watching you. What is the best thing about playing a detective, though, Daniel?
I think the lovely thing for me is leading the audience along this whole detective path. I think Barnaby's the steady center in the middle of this maelstrom of madness that's going on stage, and I think you see and work things out through his eyes, and he just gently and cleverly leads us through this, and we feel in safe hands, I think. And I think
Oh,
that's what's lovely about it.
well, we can't wait for you to take us on this journey with you and the rest of the cast, however many they are.
Yeah, I can't wait to come to Manchester. I love Manchester. It's one of my favourite places. I've got my lovely friends, Jodie Prenger and Jane Danton are both going to come and see it, because that's going to be really
They're
lovely.
my friends too.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
I've known
gosh.
Jane since she was 18. I did the Grand with Jane, and we
I
played.
was an extra on the Grand, Daniel.
Oh
Do you not
yeah,
remember me?
yeah, I do. Of course, I do.
Oh,
I,
you will have a ball in Manchester, and
yeah, I
Manchester's
know.
going to have a ball with you. I'll join you and Jodie and Jane for drinks. So I'll see you in Manchester.
See you there.